And we're back Wednesday. What is today? The 10th, December 10th, 2025. And we're back. We're going to share once again and enjoy PDH together as a team. Welcome, Jalapeno Poppers, Bernie, Miles, whoever you are, welcome. Sorry, my volume's a little high. Goodness me, let's turn it down a touch. Okay, so we've been doing some good stuff lately, last couple weeks, but we're gonna dial it back to one of my favorite things to do. We're gonna build a really cool typal deck. I really enjoy creature types. It's one of my favorite things to explore in Magic the Gathering, EDH, PDH, what have you. I really, really enjoy these sorts of decks. In PDH, they're a little bit different than you might be used to because oftentimes, like, you do need to use changelings and stuff like that. A lot of times, you're kind of digging the bottom of the barrel for playables, depending on what you're trying to do. Like, for example, in my personal collection of decks, I have a mono black vampire deck with Indulgent Aristocrat as the commander, and having the amount of playable mono black vampires that I want is kind of hard to get to. So there's a lot of there's a lot of creatures that are included for no other reason than because they are 2/2 for 2, that sort of thing. But Stromkirk Captain is in great colors, or black-red. It's like the central vampire colors. You could also do like white-black vampires. There's a really great commander lord from Ixalan that you could use, but this one I like a lot more because this one has first strike and gives other vampires you control first strike. So let's look at the creature. We'll talk about it a little bit. We got black, red, 1, vampire soldier, Stromkirk Captain, 2/2, first strike, and gives all your other vampire creatures +1/+1 and first strike. This is really, really powerful. First strike is a very powerful mechanic. For those of you who may be new to Magic, I don't know, let's talk about first strike. It just means that your creature deals combat damage before the creature that it's in combat with. So if I attack with a 2/2 with first strike, you block with a 2/2 without first strike, my 2/2 deals its damage first, your 2/2 dies, mine doesn't take any damage because your creature's already dead. That's like the Cliff Notes. Oh, World of Warcraft Classic started an update. Great. Awesome. So that's basically how it works. It's a really powerful mechanic because this is a very combat-focused format. I spend a lot of time on the battlefield. Thank you, Blizzard Updater. Can I just get rid of that? Yeah. So it's really powerful on offense just because it makes blocking difficult. It's really powerful on defense because if you have multiple first strike blockers, you can just kill whatever attacks you. And this gives it to all your vampires. So we're going to play with a lot of them. If you notice, this is why, like, at lower rarities, a lot of times where you see first strike, it's only on creatures that are attacking, right? Like, or on your turn, this creature has first strike, that kind of stuff. Welcome, Bill. Good to see you again. So that's why first strike is awesome. That's why this commander is awesome. You have to do a lot of cool stuff in this color pair. We'll touch on some of it later. But for now, let's just dive right in. We'll get some swamps and mountains here. This is going to be like a good 36er. This is a commander that's going to bite the big one a couple times. This relies pretty heavily on your commander, and I can't imagine he will survive uninteracted with. That's 35, 36. Yeah, we'll start with 36 and see how that feels. But the first thing we're going to do is we're just going to find some vampires. That's really it. Some things to consider when we're looking at our vampires. If we're looking to... I personally really like playing on curve. I don't like ramping or having dead turns where I'm not, like, doing stuff. I like playing 1-drops on 1. I like playing 2-drops. Especially with a commander like this, it's very aggressive. I want to play a 1-drop on 1, a 2-drop on 2, or 2 1-drops, whatever the case may be. Then I cast Stromkirk Captain on 3 and attack for a bunch of damage. And then just escalate from there. So I do like having a lot of lower curve stuff with a commander like this. There's a lot of good 1-mana vampires. And we're going to play a lot of them. Because, like, even if we're not trying to play with curve considerations, a lot of them are just, like, fine Magic cards. A couple of them are really only good because we're playing on curve, like Bolt Impaler, a 1/2 for 1, like the rate, the general rate on creatures, is like 1 mana for a 1/1, 2 mana, 2/2, 3 mana, 3/3, etc. That's kind of like the baseline for like acceptable rate on creatures. A 1/2 for 1 is above rate. We can pump it, so dog coming in. We can pump it with extra mana. Like this kind of fire breathing effect, another really good thing with first strike. So like Bolt Impaler is a good place to start in my opinion. We just want to get something on the board, and it scales pretty well. Pay 1 life, gets +1/+0. Cutthroat Contender, maybe not. Acre Drinker, I like because it has a keyword. It has a lifelink, which is pretty good. Like, chipping away with lifelink creatures is a really good way to put yourself out of combat range for a lot of folks. It helps you survive a lot longer than you might think. I think we've talked about lifelink in the past, especially with Kala last week. Just like incidental life gain will keep you afloat. Insolent Neodate is one of my favorite creatures in all of Magic the Gathering. This card's really cool. Just on its face, it's a 1/1 menace creature for 1, so it has evasion, which is awesome. We can also cash it in for a card if we want to. This is a really great card in its limited environment because it can enable Madness, which we may end up doing because Vampires dovetail really neatly into Madness. So we may end up going that route. Either way, this card's quite good. When it's not good on the battlefield anymore, we just get a card out of it. Pulse Checker, Multi-Kicker. This card's less good. Shadow Alley Denizen is a great one. Even though we're 2 colors, this card's just like really good in any aggressive black deck, in my opinion. 1 mana, 1/1. Whenever another black creature enters, you give a creature Intimidate. So you give your creatures evasion whenever you play your black creatures. We're going to have a fair number of them. Let's play Vampire Lacerator too. A good 1 mana, 2 power creature with a drawback. This is a classic Titan tested formula here. 1 mana, 2/2. At the beginning of your upkeep, you lose a life unless one of your opponents is almost dead. I'm fine with that. That's cool. Voldaren Epicure makes a blood token. I like that. I like that a lot. And then, yeah, see, you hit Voldaren Stinger as first strike as long as it's attacking. This is basically just like a little bit less good than Bolden Pillar, but I like the fact that it scales, so we'll play this one. Even though, like, we don't need to, right? Like, it already has the first strike where we want it, but it scales. I like this Fire Breathing ability quite a bit. Because first strike makes the toughness not matter at all. Alright, so we've got, what, 7? Maybe we can... We'll probably... Let's do Quag Vampires and Cutthroat Contender. Cutthroat Contender is fine. It's not exciting. For 1 life, we can give it +1 power. Well, obviously, with first strike, that's good. So like with our Commandos, we have a 2/2 first striker. We can pay 1 life to make it a 3 power first striker. 3-tree mascot. We don't need changelings. We don't need them. We got plenty of vampires. We got plenty of vampires to go around. We don't need changelings. We're gonna play Blood Burglar though. Yeah. So this is the way that I like to build these decks is especially when I'm like building on curve like this, you're just looking for creatures that meet a specific rate threshold. You're looking for bodies that mechanically like fit with what you're trying to do, right? It doesn't matter, like Blood Burglar is just a 2/2. It's a Grizzly Bear that has lifelink on your turn. It's a 2/2. It's a 2 power creature for 2 mana. That's what I want to cast on turn 2. You know, so I like that. Let's organize this by mana value so I can keep track here. Did I even do anything? No. Mana value. Belligerent Guest is a good creature. I agree. We're going to play Bloodcrazed Neodate. This thing has to attack every turn, but it gets huge. We're just going down the list right now in terms of escalating mana value. We'll get to the 3-drops. Blood Petal Celebrant. First strike as long as attacking dies makes a blood token. Perhaps. Bloodthorn Vampire, Bloodseeker. I want things with power. I need power. Child of Night, there we go. We're not doing any piddly little, creeping bloodsucker stuff, no sir. We want creatures with 2 power. Carrier Thrall. Dream Drinker Vampire, perfect. You just incidentally get like a lot of lifelink, which is one thing I really like about vampires as a creature type. Like, even Desperate Bloodseeker is lifelink. You just have a bunch of, first strikers with lifelink, which is awesome. Death Touch as long as you control a rogue. How many rogues do we already have? 2. Yeah, maybe that's not as good. Let's see. 2 power creatures with keywords is kind of what we want. There's some better than others, obviously. Vampire Interloper is like pretty great too, just as flying. Echo of Dusk, 4 permanents in your graveyard, so this can get better. We'll play Dusk Legion Zealot. Just draws us a card, which is fine. I'm willing to forego a second point of power to draw an extra card. Falcon with Perforator just steals an extra point. Yeah, let's get that. Just get some. We just turn it sideways and they get got. You know, that feels good. That feels good. I don't really want to like do a lot of aristocracy kinds of stuff. Not really looking for sack outlets. Legion Vanguard is pretty good though as far as sack outlets go. Exploring is a lot more. It plays a lot more powerful than it reads, in my experience anyway. And I really like exploring. Legion Vanguard's, you know, it meets our Grizzly Bear standard. So it's we also have like 2 straight up Grizzly Bears. If we have room, I might just throw them in because they're cute. Olivia's Dragoon has optional evasion. We'll probably end up cutting like a bunch of these, but I just want to get everything in there, you know. 2/1 lifelink gives another thing lifelink when it enters. Yeah, we'll play that. The important thing is like since our commander gives first strike, we can like 2/1s are fine. Vampire Interloper. We are attacking with this deck. That's for goddamn sure. All right, Vermin Gorger. No. No, we want to do combat damage. All right. Yeah, Belligerent Guess is great. All right, let's see what we got here in the 3s. We got a Madness. Blood Mad Vampire is going to be awesome here. Which is like, it's fine on 3, honestly. How do I spell belligerent? Like that? It's fine on 3 as a 4/1. It's better if you madness it, obviously. We have like kind of lateral synergy into madness, so I played this card even if it didn't have madness. But I like this card quite a bit. Let's see. 3/1 Bloodthirst 1. That's pretty cool. I like the ones that get bigger here. Erdwall Ripper. Crossway Vampire I think is actually like deceptively good. Creatures that enter and make something not block is a great way to push damage. I talk about this a lot, that people will play with such slim margins that shutting down a creature for 1 combat like can lose them the game. Erdwall Ripper as haste. Basically all these things that grow when they deal damage are in. Yeah, Crash Loot's pretty good. Crash Loot's pretty good, especially with first strike. Basically having the courage to just throw all our creatures into combat really makes Crash Loot a lot better. And there's some other good stuff too. Flying and haste, I don't really care about this. When it enters, you lose some life, whatever. Whatever. More competition, another 1/2 flyer, Death Touch now. Let's see. Savage Gorger. This thing gets bigger, and it's flyer. That's awesome. You're getting ahead of yourself. Getting ahead of yourself. We'll get to the non-creature spells, I promise. As much as I love the Hounds, Vampire Hounds is not that good. 1/1 a menace. Is that an evasive creature? This is interesting. Not many other 3s. Yeah, let's play Voracious Vampire. It's like a good tempo card, honestly. Like, you think about it, what I mean by that is, you look at a card like this, right? You have a 3-mana 2/2 menace, which is, like, serviceable. But as an ETB ability that can translate into X amount of damage on specific boards, that's what I mean by tempo. You're sacrificing some equity in the raw stats to push for additional points of damage to play. It just refers to the pace at which you're playing the game, right? Gain life, gains Death Touch, don't care. 2/2 flyer enters. I mean, the flyers are good. How many creatures do I have right now? 26, and I've got how many 3s? Not that many. Maybe we can play like 1 or 2 of these flying creatures. Probably Nocturnal Feeder, if any of them, because it turns into the most damage. If you kill it, it just drains everybody for 2. That seems fine. Vampire Spawn is pretty interesting too, but I'd rather have Evasion if I'm gonna like choose between these 2 cards. What do we got in the 4s? We got some good 4s. There's some good 4s. I don't want to go too far above 4s, honestly. The quality starts to drop off, obviously, once you get that high, but I'm just gonna get, we'll play Vampire Soul Caller. That one's good. We'll get to that in a second. Probably twins. Yeah, Foragers is right where we want it to be. A 4 power, 4 mana creature. What's this one? Attack, sacrifice of blood. 33 mana, whatever. Consuming Aetherborn. No. Yeah, we'll play these two, Heirs and Famish. What the hell is a Streaking Oil Gorger? Never heard of it. Oh, this thing. 3-3 Flying Haste. I mean, stats are good. I don't like playing creatures that cost this much mana, though. It's a personal thing. It could just be that the card is fine, but I don't like cards that cost that much mana. We'll play Weirded Vampire. We can play into some madness stuff, some light madness stuff a little bit. Rooftop Assassin's actually quite good here too, and I'll explain to you why. When we have First Strike, this can just dome creatures. Like, it just kills things. So when it enters, you destroy a creature on an opponent controls that was dealt damage. So since we deal our damage first, if they block with something to, trade profitably with us, we can just do our First Strike damage and kill something straight up. Especially now that we can split damage in combat. Did I get Famish Warriors on the other one? Yeah, okay. Just want to make sure. I talk a lot, so sometimes I'm too busy yapping, so I forget stuff. All right, what do you got? 1/1 counter. That's probably not good enough. Sacrifice another creature, put a counter on it. That's not bad. We'll play Weirded Vampire. What's this? I'll play that. I'll play a Battle Rattle Shaman. Gives you Vampire +2/+0. Again, great with First Strike. And I'll play the Soul Caller. Deals combat damage, surveil. This card's pricey. Holy smokes. We'll play Soul Caller. Gets us a little guy back. 2 5s is not bad. A couple 4s. 32 creatures. I'll probably come back for more, honestly. I'm not trying to, I'm not doing anything different. Let me turn myself down a little bit. I'll try that. I don't know what it is. Things change all the time. I don't know anything about computers. Oh, here's one. 5 mana, deals combat damage, put a counter. Yep, we'll play that one. We'll probably add in more lands here. We'll add in. We'll go 37. 33 creatures. What's our distribution like? That's not bad. Let's 3 4s and 3 5s. Let's get another 4. Oh, Voldaren Duelist is great. I don't know why I didn't read that card earlier. This is just like Crossway Vampires. It enters and makes something not block. Except this one has haste, which is sweet. Haste is good. Okay. You know what? Well, maybe... I think Menace is quite good here, honestly. This would be a 5 mana 6/5 Trampler. I want to play that. I want to play that card. We'll play Bloodcray Socialite and the big chunker. Just the fact that this has Menace, I think, is good. First Strike and Menace is... It really puts people in a tough spot when they're blocking, that's for sure. Yeah, Falconer Celebrants. Maybe we'll play these two. I don't like playing the cards that cost this much. Okay, we'll play Celebrants and Mount Jedi Knight. And it's not that the cards are bad, I just don't like playing with cards that cost so much mana, personally. I like little guys. I like little guys. Okay. What's our curve? So we got. Let's get. What are we at right now? 37. 37. I just like the madness, honestly. We have a couple things that make blood tokens, so maybe we can get us the weirded vampire in here. And the twins. Okay, 39 creatures. That seems okay. Okay, so now we're going to do the really cool thing. Yeah. Vigilance isn't that common in this color pair. I don't really want to stretch for it. Oh, goodness. Okay, now we're going to get all the cards that say vampire in the text box. Okay. Not that have creature type vampire, though. There we go. Fixed. Alright, yeah, Gift of Fangs is great. 2 mana, deal a damage, draw a card. Yeah. Eternal Warrior is awesome. I love Eternal Warrior. I love me Eternal Warrior. Let's play Stensia Banquet. Why not? These cards are cool. See, even if like we're not, I don't know, like the floor on this card is obviously very low. The ceiling's quite high. But even if you're not doing it for very much, it's cool because you're casting a card that says, take damage equal to the vampires I have. And that's neat. That's a fun thing to say in a game of Magic, you know? Oh, Wedding Invitation gives that thing lifelink. Perfect. And Vampiric Fury is like, this card is insane. You have to have vampires, but like, it's the best trumpet blast in the game if you got vampires. 2 mana +2 across the board, and it gets first strike if you don't already have it. So, Vampiric Fury will play. Wedding Invitation will play. I already got Banquet. Okay, Wedding Invitation, Stensia Banquet. God, what am I even talking about here? Oh yeah, Vampiric Fury. Okay, beautiful. Yeah, I think I'm fine with that. We're not playing Wind Stake. That kills our own creatures. Okay, so first thing we're going to add in the spells are 3 spells. Fatal Blow. Bury 2 creatures damage this turn. Same thing as our guy. Hold on one second. Let's get some visual spoiler going on here. As our guy. Where's our guy? Rooftop Assassin. Same thing as this, except it's a 1 mana instant. Card's sick. There's 2 more. Mirrored and Avenged. And You Are Already Dead. These 2 draw you a card. These cards right here is my favorite reason to run this commander, because giving all other things first strike makes these cards super, super playable, and I think these cards are really cool. That's it. Simple as that. Man, Magic decks are so simple if you just play cards that are awesome, huh? Okay. Now what we can do, let's get Crash through in here too, because I do like the trample stuff. Alrighty. So we got 85 cards, we can put 15 more. 15 of whatever we want. We can play combat tricks, we can play removal, we can play some card draw stuff. We'll probably have like some card draw stuff. We're not going to play like, Deadly Disputes and stuff like that. We're going to play Ren's Resolve. And we're going to play the other one. What's the other one? I don't remember the other one's name. I need an adult. Dire Sight. All of them. Why would I pay 3 mana if I can pay 2? Probably... Yeah, like... Dire Sight is good. I like Dire Sight. Just goes to Surveil. Surveil's sick. Top 15 lands isn't bad when you have these 5 mana chunkers. Anyway. Probably play some amount. Pointed discussion. Oh, are there any cool things? Yeah. Hold on. You're right. You're absolutely right. Blood token stuff. What do we got? Blood fountain. That's cool. Blood petal celebrant. Oh yeah, let's play some of this. Yeah, let's do this. I like blood tokens. I'm not gonna play this one, but bloody betrayal seems dope. You threaten a thing, and you got a blood token. And plus, we're playing these madness cards, so that stuff seems cool. Don't care about this equipment. It's good. I just don't want it here. Point of discussion. Obviously, good call on the point of discussion. Draw 2, lose 2, make a blood. Blood tokens are cool. It's one of my favorite tokens. Blood Servitor is not a vampire, so he's not allowed. He's not allowed in the clubhouse. Let's play the Blood Petal Silver too. Why not? Dies, make blood. Get a thing when it dies. That's, get our mana's worth. We're at 90 cards. So we got this, we got these two. We'll play. Like, Dire Sight is good. I'm not gonna argue with you. Surveilling 2 is dope. I just want to kind of get an idea. Because I know there are a bunch of these. They print these things all the time. I want to kind of see. Oh yeah, Night's Whisper. We can play Night's Whisper. Rowan's Grim Search. I do like me a Rowan's Grim Search. And if we're making blood tokens, this is better. I am intrigued. Oh, we'll play Zazzicap's Brew. Pump a creature. Yeah, pump spell, draw spell. Don't mind if I do. Alright, let's play Night's Whisper and Zazzicap Brew. And the one where we can sacrifice a land. What is it? Highway Robbery? Yeah, discard or plotted or sacrifice land. Yeah. This seems fine. And got Wedding Invitation, got that. Siphon Mind is not necessary. Not necessary. We're looking to have a good old time here. And you know what? Siphon Mind is mean. Why would we want people to discard their cards? They built their deck to play their Magic cards, right? So why would we want to deprive them of that? Yeah, I think I'm done here. Not done with the deck, but like done with this subset of cards. I think. Could be Faithless Looting. Faithless Looting gets a bad rap because people don't understand it. I love this card. I love going down a card. It's fun. Let's see things that matter when we attack. Probably gonna get like a lot of hits on this that don't matter, but we could like play some equipment, I guess. I don't really want to though. I just like playing my creatures and attacking with my creatures, Ugh, Gouge Zealot's a sicko. This card is dope. Yeah, a lot of cards I love, but not a lot of cards that I want here. Pax Disdain is a good one. Yeah, thematic cards. Choose creature type. Oh yeah, Raise the Dragon, Return from Extinction. I love those. Yeah, we'll play Pax Disdain. What time is it? 7:30? Got plenty of time. Pax Disdain. Let's play the instant speed one. Just get some things back, Instant speed, Raise Dead 2. That's good. That's good. Yeah. Which one's Roller Crown? Hold on. Roar of the crowd. Oh, this one. Oh yeah, this is kind of like Stencia Banquet. So yeah, I agree. It is similar, except this can hit players or hit creatures. Sorry, this one only hits players. This one can hit creatures. It's like you know, it's your little distant melody analog here. Um, okay, I like that. Creatures you control. Beta Reunion is probably good enough. Trumpet Blasts are actually great. We'll probably want to do some of that. This one makes rats. Oh, actually, you know what? We're going to play Hazardous Blast. Any red deck where you're attacking with creatures, this card, there's a couple versions of it. I think we've played this in other decks that I've built, but deals damage to each creature opponent's control, and they can't block. They can't block no more, which is great. Creatures not being able to block is a great way to win with your combat deck. More news at 11. If Roar the Crowd's good enough, Mob Justice is good enough, huh? I wish Aura Flame is quite good. Yeah, there's a lot of cool stuff. A lot of cool stuff. Soulbright Flamekin. I don't think so. That's only gives everything trample when you activate the ability a bunch of times. Yeah, it's whatever. Whatever. What was I gonna say? Yeah, like these things like Outnumber is good. We'll probably play Outnumber. Vampiric Link. Don't need it. It's really cool, but I don't need it. It's thematic though. But see, the thematic stuff is so much more compelling when it's like it does something that the deck wants, it like needs to do. I have so much incidental. Coronation. Oh, you know what? Coronation Chaos is a card that is a lot of fun. This is a fun one. Those of you who don't know, you goad 3 things, and they can't block. Goading is awesome. Pack Attack can be. What are my other? What are my other ones? Inner Flame Igniter. Probably this. No. I don't want to have a creature that's not. Oh, Goblin War Drums. Hell yeah. I don't. This deck is a vampire deck. Why would I put an elemental in my vampire deck? You know, doesn't make sense. We'll probably play. Oh, Cosmic Move is another one of those hazardous blasts. We'll probably play the whatchamacallit, the Pack Attack. What am I at? Oh, I'm at 100. All right, let's cut a thing for Pack Attack. Let's cut. I choose this. Got a lot of cool combat options. A lot of different stuff you can do on a battlefield with this deck, right? The way we have it constructed now. We can threaten something. We can goad some stuff. We can, can't block some stuff. Pump some stuff. Menace some stuff. Hold on. We have to choose the anatomically correct Goblin War Drums. We do have a Cosmotronic Wave. It's called Hazardous Blast, Bill. Same card. Going for a little diversity here by not playing all of them. Seismic, Stomp, and all those cards that cut out blockers. You also have some of that like baked into our creatures. Hold on, let me get rid of this. Get rid of this double feature stuff. Okay. All right, let's get some lands. What time is it? 7:34. We got some time to get some lands. Type land. We're loading. Look how smart I am. I can utilize the search feature in Moxfield. I'm not looking to do anything fancy with lands here. Definitely gonna play like Opal Palace and stuff because our commander's a 2/2 and oh, we're gonna play this. It's fragile. We could play Bujuka Bug. I'm not trying to shark anybody's graveyard. That's not what we do here. These are good. Maybe Command Tower. Like Surveil lands are on the table. 2-color deck can support them. Cycling lands. I don't want to have like a billion tapped lands though. Obviously because like we're trying to play 1-drop on 1. That's okay, Bill. I forgive you. I forgive you. We like some duels, like, you know, this one. We'll play Fengraph, because that rebuys a creature. The hidden stuff is cool, but I don't want to do it. No. We'll play Marchway. Card's just dead sometimes. We'll play the ones like the Surveil ones. Opal Palace and Study Hall are great. Path of Ancestry. Yeah. Offer the guilds. We do not have offer the guilds. I'll take a look at it in a second. Get this snow one. I think this is all we really need as far as lands go. Play Tramway Station. We're playing a lot of lands, so this seems fine. Okay. So that gives us what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 tap lands. That's not so bad. Alright, what's my color split? 52-48. Okay, that's not so bad. So I gotta cut what? 10 lands, so we'll go 6-4. Whoops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. Okay, that works. For the guild. That's like multi-color creatures. Monocolor creatures can't block. Yeah, I mean, we already have like one good creatures can't block spell. A second in Coronation Chaos, even though it doesn't like blank a whole board. But Hazardous Blast is kind of filling that slot in here. We don't need like a super. I don't want. Obviously, like you can build the deck for super redundancy in that regard. Like there's a lot of spells that prevent things from blocking. You know, we're giving up some of that equity to do some other cool stuff. That's all. If you like it, play it. That's the best advice I can give you. Okay, let's take it in. Let's take it in. We're gonna deal ourselves a hand. We're just gonna cycle through here. What do we got? We got a Child Knight. We got a 2, a 3, a 5. Okay, this is fine. Let's draw for turn. I like that one. Command Tower, the best land in the game. Get this 2 toughness one out. Get this guy out. Watch this. 3/3. Let's gain 3 life. Turn 4 is where we can start doing stuff. So we can cast Forgers. Yeah, Forgers into Blood Med seems great. Oh wait, we have to hit somebody first. Attack. No one's blocking us. We're threatening. They don't know that we have tricks. Post combat. Boom. Add 3 mana. Boom. Let's get +1/+1. So it's turn 4 and we've got like a ton of power. This card's even better. We're just didn't enter tapped because then we could double spell Child of Night Savage Gorger. What we could even do is just like, you know, take our giant 5 power first striker and send that at somebody, attack another person, pack attack, give everything +3 power, draw a card. Like this is a kill you dead board. Got this for blockers. Now we got 5 mana. We can like double spell Dusk Legion Zealot, Child of Night, whatever. We can cast the Anointed Deacon. Just have a lot of good options. Let's just do this. Let's establish these things. Oh, this should be bigger because I dealt damage to something, Let's get the Zealot, draw a card, lose a life. I got a land, that's nice. Then we can go to combat, boom, 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 boom. End step, someone lost life, let's get a counter. Yeah, we're just dishing out a bajillion damage right now. Actually, that's possible from this. Bajillions of damages, with more on the way. This card, great. All right, let's restart it. This hand is less good. This is much slower, obviously. So we've got all our 5 drops. We got a 1, a 2. We could try it. I kind of want to play this on turn 1 though, which kind of sucks because I want to play Stinger, but whatever. Draw. That's actually quite. That's actually okay. But let's get this out there first. We'll just cut to the chase. Turn 2. Just get this guy out. Then turn 3, we can get it. Our Commander. Now we have a 2/2. Tap. Damage. So we can. I kind of like Ripper here, honestly. Ripper. Attack. Gets a counter. See, even with not that much land, we're still casting spells. Now your thing can't block. Boom, 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 boom. I'd kill for 1 more land, but that's okay. You know what we can do even is we can just do this and okay, land. Insolent Neonate. Great. Look at us, we're in business. Look at all these lands. Now we can combat it up. Let's see. You know, we get them. When we cast our guy, get 3 more mana. Get Socialite. Make blood. Get rid of this. Yeah, like this is what I love doing, is just casting creatures and attacking with creatures. Creatures are sick, and you know what? There's enough stuff in the common card pool to like really make a deck out of this stuff. You know, you get to play a lot of stinkers, and I like decks that want to do that. So this is turn 8. We've got what? This hits bigger because of my commander. Got this blood token. We could like sacrifice the blood token on attack to do some stuff. It just feels great. So like if we deal with damage in combat, for example, we cast the Dread Knight, enters with a counter, and then his just gets with this one in first strike. So we have a 7/6 trampling first striker. And then like into EOT, we just sacrifice this. Let's discard this to draw a card. Pressure seems good. Yeah, this is great. This is great. This is a little bit different, but still good. That's not as good. Alright, we'll get our Voldaren Epic here. At least the blood token is going to be really good here. We can just ditch a land. Turn 2. Just cast Night's Whisper. Draw 2 cards. Okay. Turn 3. You know what we'll do? We'll take turn 3 and just draw more cards. And a turn, let's go to the tap land. Don't really care about that. See, we're not doing anything this game, but you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna cast our Stromkirk Captain with a counter with Overbalance. How neat is that? And now right back on track. Right back on track. Look, we got a 1-drop. We can play, we can double spell. We can attack, do some first strike damage, and like flash in this thing, right? Or like this. Kill your thing. Cast Cutthroat Contender. Yeah. Doesn't even feel bad that we didn't do anything for like the first 4 turns of the game. Because now we're doing like a lot of stuff. We've got great removal. We've got another really good creature. So like we can just Crossway Vampire, something can't block, ship in for a bunch of damage. They block, we cast this, kill their thing, draw a card. Land sucks, but what are you gonna do? plan for turn. What we can even do is... No, it's better if we just do that. Yep. And these are turns where like people are starting to drop off, right? Like 7 through 9 in like a decently active casual game. And now we have like a flyer, which is great. Let's just ditch this blood, get rid of that land. This card's good. Yeah, let's just keep deploying more creatures. You know, why not? Why not? That's a great question that nobody ever asks. Why not? We can attack with everything for free. We can pay a life to think this because we have Fatal Blow, so our entire board is, you know, easy to kill stuff with. Boom, kill your thing. Boom. Boom, 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 boom. Look, we're just booming all over the place here. Boom, boom. Boom. Pack attack. Oops, you draw one card off that. Oh, I put that on top of my library. That's why I went in my hand. Yeah, now that I'll get +3 power, and you know, afterwards we can just Reckless Impulse, just casually. Get this guy out there. Land. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 Volya. Yeah, this seems great. What's in my yard? Okay. Yeah, and if anything dies, we have Soul Caller. We can rebuy it. I'm trying to think. Do I want more? Do I want to get less cute? Probably. Let's play some Grizzly Bears. Let's drop down on 5s. We'll cut the twins. We'll keep Weirded Vampire because we can cast it. We'll cut this one too. The fail rate on those cards is not insignificant. We'll keep like these ones. These ones are kind of really, really good for what you get. We'll cut this. We'll keep the Deacon because that damage adds up. Let's just get some hitters. Let's just get some vampire hitters. We're going to moneyball it a little bit. You know? They're not flashy, but they get on base. Because honestly, when you think about it, something as dumb as this, being a 3/3 for a striker for 2 mana, is really good. So let's play these. Blood Priest is actually not bad. What's my creature distribution like? We've got some warriors. We have a cleric, a couple rogues. In most cases, this is just going to be drain 1. I don't know if I like that, but we'll play some Falconwrath Reaver and this stuff. I like that. Expedition Skulker as well. Wait. Oh, I've got room for 4. We can put in four big guys. Let's do 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's just do that. Echo of Dusk. Queen's Bay Soldier. Falconwrath Reaver. Falconwrath Reaver, fun fact, was the first time that a card like this was ever printed. Like a 2/2 for 2 without a drawback. Like, Red did not have a Grizzly Bear, really, before this. Expedition Skulker. See, this is what I mean about playing the Junkers. These guys just hit. Like, they're great. Especially if you like hone your spell suite a little bit. Obviously, we're kind of all over the place because there's a lot of like cool stuff to do, which is fine. Like I like that. I like having decks that aren't just like streamlined to do the same thing with all of your spells every game. Like you don't have all of the no block spells, all of like all burn spells or whatever. You have a pretty good variety. But when it comes to creatures, there's a lot of equity in just like having things that you can cast and attack with, because our commander just makes them all really, really good in combat. Okay, so we got a couple ones. This is a good spread. We'll be able to catch up pretty quick. Let's just get this tap land out of the way. And now on turn 2, we can go boom, boom. Because now we can untap, cast our commander. And now these things are bigger, and we cast a black creature, so we can give this Intimidate. This has Menace. So we just like swing in for 4 there. We have a couple options. We can cast Blood Mad, or we can go like Sassacap's Olivia's Dragoon. Or we can cast Sassacap's and Blood Mad because we have Madness, right? That's sick. Okay. 1, 1, 2. Cast this. Discard this. Cast this. We'll give somebody a fish, why not? And give like this +2/+0 or whatever. We'll draw 2 cards. Oh, Bloody Betrayal. That card's sick. Okay. Play a mountain. Guys, oh, actually. So again, like a really good thing about also having a lot more cheaper spells is we have 5 mana. We can cast a 2 and a 3. We can cast a 5. This is a really sick board. Another consideration, for example, is also casting Olivia's Dragoon to get a Shadow Alley Dozen trigger to put on like our commander or whatever, which I kind of like. Then we have an extra land we can sacrifice to get this flying, and then we can Bloody Betrayal something, steal your big thing, make a not a Scion. Hello, we'll just drag him to the graveyard. Get a blood token. Yeah, this is much more my speed. Oh, we cast that spell. LOL. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Falcon Celebrants. We'll make 2 more of these. You know what we'll just do is cash this and draw a card. Yeah. Land not impressive. We'll get rid of this land and this and draw another card. Got some more guys. Boom. Plays itself. Boom. Legion Vanguard. Look at all these big O creatures we got. Just a bunch of 3/3 first strikers. Let's cash in these lands. Night's Whisper's good here. Pax Disdain. Boom, kill your thing. Boom, draw some cards. Attack, 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 etc., etc., etc. You kind of see what we're doing. Yeah, this feels fun. This is a fun one. Let me see, because we have plenty of time. Do I want to go down on anything or add in anything? I can get rid of Outnumber. Pax Disdain is cool. Outnumber does the same thing. This card's cooler, though. Yeah, we don't need any more of like these Thrill Possibility cards. Got Goblin War Drums. You know what we should probably do is cast, play an Orcish Oriflame. Just all your attacking creatures get +1 power. Obviously it scales. This card actually counts for a lot of damage. If we have like 4 attackers, right? It's adding 4 damage every combat step. It adds up. Same kind of thing as Principal as Anointed Deacon, right? Like at the beginning of combat, it gets, oh hello, I'm a little fuzzy. Oh, whoa, whoa, whatever. I don't know. Anyway, Anointed Deacon's kind of the same thing. Get something +2/+0. Again, like it's interesting and I think informative in a lot of cases with decks like this to be cognizant of how much you're getting for your mana. So you pay 5 mana, you get a 3/3, right? But this activates the turn that you get it. So really, you're paying 5 mana, you're getting 2 power or 2 damage immediately on top of the 3 that's on the board, and then you get 2 more every combat. So like if you have this in play for 3 turns, you've added 9 power to your board. And for 5 mana, that's pretty good. Obviously, like these cards are very similar. Goblin War Drums, Orcish Oriflame. You can calculate how much damage these are worth, and they're worth a lot. Wedding Invitation, like that's kind of like a kind of a tempo-y kind of game plan principle. But let's see. I want to see. Are there any other ones that I'm missing out on here? I don't know. Seeing what's Siphon is pretty cool. But it's a 1/3. It's a 1/3. I mean, again, like I just talked a lot about how damage adds up over games, and I'm like shitting on this card. We'll play it. I'll play it. Sanguine, Sangu, Siphoner. Okay. And I want one more one. An additional one. Am I playing Quack Vampires? No. We'll play Quack Vampires. Don't know why I'm not, honestly. I think I poo-pooed on this card a little bit earlier, but it's fine. It's a 1/1 for 1 with Evasion. It's got Swamp Walk. Not live all the time, obviously. But pretty good. And multi-kicker, good mana sink. That's another thing that I really like about this deck is you have a lot of ways to use your mana. Like we can adapt here, we can pump on these creatures. We've got multi-kicker. We've got blood tokens. We've got this ability. All kinds of stuff to do. It feels really good. All right, let's take it for one more spin. You know what I'll do, actually, is we'll cut these tap lands. The ones that don't cash me in for a card. The duels that don't, like, get me stuff. And a swamp. Actually, I can just do it from here. There we go. 37. Oh, you have to cut two things. That's right. That's right. All right, let's cut the Razor Draugr. It is fun and spooky. Just in time for, you know, a month and a half after Halloween. I've cut one card. How many creatures do I got? 42. We can cut a creature. What creature do we want to cut? Let's see. Let's see. I like my 5s. I like my 3s. What are my 2s? I like my 2s. I like all of my creatures. That's the problem. Alright, guess we have to cut a spell then. Guess we have to do it. No choice. We'll cut Hazardous Blast. We'll cut Hazardous Blast to maximize the amount of times we can entrap our opponents into playing into these cards. We can't, yeah, I mean, if we're attacking and we want to blow them out with these cards, we can't do it if they can't block, right? Again, like, your mileage may vary. If you like these cards, play these cards, etc. I'm not saying that they're bad, just not what I want to do here. Alright, here's a hand with no creatures, so we're going to shift that one back. This one's better. We got a 1, a 2, and then a 3, assuming we draw another land, which is fine. Actually, we don't even have a 1 because it's a black spell. Alright. We're in trouble. We're in trouble, gang. We're in trouble. Yep. That was a risky keep. Alright, this is more reasonable. Alright. Perfect on a land. Alright, turn 2, we're going to get out the Siphoner and start racking up damage with that one. Let's have a 2/4 first striker. Pretty hard to kill, right? Attack, drain, gain, etc. 3 mana. We'll cast this, and we'll give this +1/+1 and menace until end of turn. And we'll attack for more damage. And then we'll attack for more damage. Now we have 2 spells to play. Let's cast this one and this one. Look at all these 3 power first strikers we have. An Embarrassment of Riches. This is perfect. Couldn't cast Wedding Invitation, draw a card, and follow it up immediately with this Blood Petal Celebrant. Oof. Alright, can't cast that yet though. So we got 4 mana, we can double spell this, we can cast Blood Mad. We've just got so much stuff to do, you know? And that's a great thing because all games are different. That's the one thing you learn about Magic. Every game you play is going to be different, right? Yeah, this seems great. Love it. Love every second of it. But it's 8 o'clock, so we got to wrap it up. This card is awesome. There's a whole cycle of these things from Innistrad, or Dark Ascension. And there's one for spirits that gives them all +1/+1 and hexproof. There is one for zombies, which gives them +1/+1 and death touch. No, it gives you, your commander has death touch. It makes all your zombies drain when they die. Really cool cards. This one I love a lot because I do like me a good typal deck, and vampires are really, really cool. So, go out on your own. I encourage you to go out and build this card and do whatever you want with it. Just play a lot of vampires. That's all you got to do. That's the key to success with this is just play vampires. This deck is sick, and I love playing it. It's fun to goldfish, and thanks everybody for stopping by. South Lakes Vibes. Thank you for stopping by. Ariel Conforti 6112. Thank you for stopping by. All these new faces and all the regulars too. Jalapeno Poppers MTG feeling better already. Bill Tonges. All my good friends. Thank you very much for stopping by. I appreciate it. A lot of fun. Deck list is in the description, along with a link to the list on my Mox Field that has all of the ones that we've built. I think this is deck number 57. And then below that, you'll find 2 links to Trevor Project and Trans Lifeline. If you're able to donate to those organizations, I always recommend that you do. And with that, we'll call it a day. We'll call it a vampire-filled day. I'll see y'all next week. Take care.